What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about all aspect of trading. As you can see, today is very volatile day, especially as NFP coming up after tomorrow. So let's see what kind of opportunity that we have in the market. Now I was looking at gold. We are on a trade. Let me see. I just need to make a decision on this trade as once the market open, once we have opened this trade, the market became suddenly very volatile. So before I begin this session, make sure guys you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So first let me see what happened with the gold. Is suddenly gold it's just acting a little bit of abruptly. We saw that there was a movement to the upside again, had a manipulation and has dropped back down. So the price is almost near our entry. This is where we have entered the trade, so we might exit the trade. For those who are running the trade, I'll keep you updated. One moment. We see that from the place that we have open, I think we might see downside. We have to close the trade at entry. So we could see that gold, let me see what it is trying to do. We will be entering again if needed. Gold, let me see what it is trying to do here. Gold today, if you look at the daily, the market is very choppy until this session on the lower time frame. If you look at the 5 minutes, the price from this level, from the 5 minutes, it has formed this head and shoulder and then had a strong drop. Again, we have seen that the market tried to create this bullish move, and from this zone there is a rejection with the candle close. Let's see if we find that market again breaking to the upside, we will be entering again. We had 3 trades today. One worked out well, the other one break even, the other 2 break even. Now it is very important to see here how gold is doing in this zone, in this area. The price is consolidating. Now if it is forming this as an inverted head and shoulder, we might see again bullish move, or if we see the price grabbing liquidity multiple times from here, we could see that downside. Now let's look at quickly the daily. Now from the daily, what we see that the market trying to go up to test the daily 20 EMA, and this is a very high liquidity zone. This daily 20 EMA, it's a very important liquidity area, and I think that from that zone, this is what I was expecting gold to go ahead and grab the liquidity, but it's still the bulls not getting enough strength. We saw that bull initially had a bounce, and then again the sellers selling this market. Okay, so you see that with this movement, the price, you can see in this area, once we exit the trade, it's coming down again. I think we might see some sideways movement. Let's see. Once you will see the direction, we will be looking for a trade. Let me know guys how you are doing in this trading journey. As NFP coming up, we could see very good amount of volatility in the market. Okay, let's see how it does. Before I proceed, I want to see how you guys are doing. Hello coach, thank you very much. Hello, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you very much. I'm good, thank you. Euron, thank you very much. Hello coach, thank you very much for joining here. Coach, nice to see you again. Thank you very much. Nice to see you too, Ethan. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Thanks for the compliment. Hope to get good trading opportunity today. Yeah, absolutely. check GBP USD. Yeah, I'll be looking at that. GJ, yeah, GBP USD and GBP JPY, both will be looking at that. Good morning, thank you very much. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I think Isa is still not there. Okay, so let me see. I think gold might have a short-term drop again. It's a little bit of confusing in that area. Gold. Okay, if you look at the daily, it's not being able to break the high. All right, so we might see that gold might need a little more liquidity from the support level. Okay, so if you look at the daily chart, you know, daily chart is very, very important, because from that daily chart we can see very clear picture. What I think that you can see, gold is not being able to break this daily high, back to back two daily high. So these two daily high created a series of lower high. Now today the price has gone up to the resistance zone, but it's not being able to break this high. So what I think that we could see a bit more liquidity gap, and that liquidity gap could, if suddenly it breaks down, we will see that gold coming back to this level here, okay, before moving up. So from 1 hour we see there is a doji. This doji is basically a downside on gold. It's pushing that price down. So along the way, if we find any opportunity, definitely we'll be looking at that. Okay guys, so you see that let me see, this is a very much choppy market. Has gone up, come down, gone up, coming down, very much choppy. And you know, with this movement we could see that again coming down to 4-hour 20 EMA to test this level. Okay, failed to break the high, so we could see that gold you know, gold coming down again, very highly likely to happen. Let's see how it does. If we look at the 1 hour chart, from the 1 hour it's forming head and shoulder. Okay, very, very interesting. It's forming head and shoulder. Okay, with this head and shoulder we might see that gold again coming to this support level. There is a probability for coming to the support level on gold. So let's see along the way, if any trade coming along, we will be entering the position. So from 5 minutes, if I look at from this resistance zone, when the market is choppy, sometimes it might make you completely confused. Okay, the only way we can make good profit is just, you know, when the market is choppy, just to be patient to find an opportunity. In gold, normally I take a very short-term trade, because I trade on the 5 minutes on gold, and you know, short-term trade is always in gold that I take, so that I can close if not going in the direction in a very short period of time. That works very well. So you see that on WTI suddenly had a downside. We had a trade on WTI. I think US oil, I'm expecting it to break to the upside. Okay, we'll see that. I'll come back to it very soon. Okay, so while we are watching gold, let me see dollar CAD, as NFP is getting very volatile with dollar CAD. So USD CAD, if we look at bigger picture from the daily, we saw that USD CAD from the daily perspective has formed this inverted head and shoulder, and primarily has broken to the upside on dollar CAD. Now with this inverted head and shoulder, the price is broken to the upside. Okay, so with this break to the upside on dollar CAD, if we look at this daily price action, we see there is an inverted head and shoulder on dollar CAD. If we look at the monthly, we see that after this monthly close as a long wick candle, the price started to push up. Okay, now if we see this overall picture, bigger picture is USD CAD is a long-term bullish market. This is the monthly impulse on dollar CAD, has come back to this level, it's gone up again, and we can see that dollar CAD from the bigger picture has come to this important level. And then this is the monthly previous, draw this level here on the monthly on dollar CAD. This is the previous resistance turning support here on dollar CAD, and with this previous resistance, okay, resistance turning support here, we saw on the monthly after creating this long wick candle, USD CAD slowly moving to the upside. I think that we can expect dollar CAD to move up again. The reason is, if you look at this monthly is a very higher time frame. Okay, you can say the highest time frame, and in this time frame, when you see the market form this kind of a structure, you can expect it to trend to the upside. We saw previous month's downside, means that the market grabbed enough liquidity. And if we look at the weekly, we can see that after previous weekly bullish candle, this week the market opened with a gap, and then we can see that dollar CAD has moved, after gap opening, trying to push to the upside. Very highly likely that dollar CAD will go up. At least we'll try to test this from the weekly perspective. Support here, support here, support here, support here, turn resistance, and we can expect dollar CAD slowly to go ahead and test this level and also complete a Fibonacci retracement in this direction. So if we look at the daily, this is the daily price action, we can see that the market has formed this inverted head and shoulder, break to the upside with this daily bullish candle, and with that break, what I think that dollar CAD on the lower time frame, we can expect to have a bullish movement to the upside. So monthly, weekly, and daily potential bullish. Now from the 4-hour perspective on USD CAD, we saw that there was a structure here. It's a bull flag, has broken down, grab liquidity, and highly likely we can expect to trend to the upside. So normally this is how if you look at the multi-time frame perspective, when you see all time aligning in the same direction, we can expect it to go up dollar CAD. Now this, you see a couple of sessions to the upside, and I'll be waiting for any kind of liquidity grab from the support, then we can expect dollar CAD to move up again. So let's see how it does. We'll come back again looking at the gold on the lower time frame, 5 minutes. Let me see. So dodgy, you can see the market is a little bit unpredictable at the moment. Let me see how it does. If we find an entry, definitely we'll be looking at that. Okay, so 1 hour, you can see back to back, the price has crossed the 1 hour 20 EMA. You can see how many sessions candle has crossed. Sometimes the market moves like that. You see this one crossed this one's low, has gone up, that the other one is doing the same thing. Now this one also doing the same thing. So sometimes the market is very choppy, and when the market choppy, So it's forming this this resistance. I think that it might break to the upside. All right, very highly likely that it might break towards the upside. Let me see. Ultimately, you know, on gold we could see that retest of daily 20 EMA, but it's not getting enough fuel, like liquidity for this move, and that's why the market is basically, you know, trying to gather liquidity for a jump to the upside. Okay, let me see if we can find an entry in this movement. There's a lot of, you know, you see there's a false breakout to the upside and then has come back down, false breakout to the downside, again the market trying to move to the upside. So that's what happened, as I mentioned. If we look at this 1 hour candle, many times liquidity gap, multiple times liquidity gap. So okay, you can see that now again coming down. Okay, sometimes it does, because to gather liquidity, I think that, let me see, so the daily 20 EMA is here. Okay, it's here, had that bounce, yeah, that's bounce. Okay, let's keep watching, guys. Let me know in the chat which one you're at. Thanks for being here. Good evening, coach. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. In my analysis gold, it's a chance that highest point. Okay, so we see that the market is forming potentially bullish. Okay, let me see. All right, so it's forming that bullish pattern. Head and shoulder, yep, I will be looking at that. Thank you very much. Okay, so gold from see what it is trying to do here. So in this 15 minutes, quite a few times the price This is a very crucial point to look at. And this 1 hour candle, now this movement in these 5 minutes is really important to see. See now in these 5 minutes it's forming a doji, long wick doji. Okay guys, so let's see how it does. In the meantime, if you guys want to check out, we had quite a few trades today also. If you want to learn the strategy and also trade with us, you can join us. There is a link in the description area. Visit the website, click join now button, you'll be able to join that. So let me see what it is planning for gold now from 15 minutes and 5 minutes. Look at this structure. So from 4 hour, it's a strongly bullish engulfer. So there is a probability to the upside. Okay, now either it gather liquidity from the support going up, because I think that gold, highly likely will move to this daily 20 EMA, and that's a very important zone here, which is also support here, term resistance. It's not being able to touch that 20 EMA. I think that anytime we could see gold is touching the daily 20 EMA and then reversing back. Okay, which is also weekly support and resistance. And okay, you can see now it's getting rejected. So this is how what happened on trading, getting strongly rejected. So with this rejection, the price basically remaining choppy. See, this is why I was not going short, going long. Still it's not being able to go anywhere, neither to the downside, or it's just gathering liquidity. You see, it's some traders will think this is going to the break to the upside. Instead it rejected. Now also it gathered liquidity from the support. Now this kind of market, if anyone trading will just got out, stopped out anyway. if you buy, okay, your stop loss must be below this support level. You're stopped out. If you sell here, then you know, if you, let's see, if you sold somewhere here, your stop loss was here, okay, and you stopped out because of this. So because the market is still not showing clear direction, that's why patience is very important as a trader. Let me see what others are offering. Hi coach, thank you very much. Head and shoulder pattern, gold, yeah. The weekly forex is very valuable and useful. Thank you very much, Sebastian. Appreciate it. Yeah, every last week I couldn't post it forex forecast because of my health, but you know, upcoming week definitely coming up again. Make sure guys you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Every weekend also I post weekly forex forecast and also analysis, live trading session every weekend. Also I will be posting some valuable content this weekend also in London session and New York session time. So if you want to be part of that, you know, access all of them from YouTube, the content that I'm releasing, also you can just make sure you subscribe and also press that bell button so that you are notified as soon as I release anything. According to MACD analysis, it seems gold is going up. Can you please confirm with me, coach? I am trading 1 hour time frame, Elvis. So you're trading on the 1 hour and you're looking at MACD. Let me see. Now, yeah, look, 1 hour price action is still bullish, but yeah, it's still bullish on the 1 hour, and this is what I was discussing. But as you know, as news today, later today at the end of the New York session, there's FOMC meeting minutes coming, and that could lead the market to be a little bit of volatile. So far you can see this is the 1 hour market structure. This is the impulse, but the price is consolidating here. If you look at the overall picture, you can see that from the 1 hour perspective, it's a bullish market, but the bulls are not getting fuel. This is what I was discussing. We might see that liquidity gap from the support, and then we could see that movement to the upside for FOMC meeting minutes. Now from the 4 hour perspective, what we see that there was a bullish pin bar here. You can see it's not a textbook pin bar, a bullish candle you can say, and then after breaking this high, the market now reversing backwards. Okay, now from the 4 hour we see that there is a probability to downside. So time frame to time frame varies. That's why it is important that what time frame you are trading is very, very important. Now from 4 hours so far we don't see any strong bullish move. Now from the 1 hour, it's, you can see it just has broken this low, this dodges low, which is another support level. From this one we see the market now rejecting. Okay, 5 minutes, let me see. Now finally it has broken this swing low. Okay, on the 5 minutes you can see the market now creating this rejection from the support. Right, let me see, this rejection could be important because it just has broken this swing low, and then now the market is forming this pattern. Okay, we'll come back to it. Let me see in the meantime what other instruments are doing. GBP CAD, we saw that Aussie CAD we closed with profit. That one has gone up in fact, but very slow movement. Aussie CAD, so you closed with partial profit on Aussie CAD. I'll just quickly look at all of them. AUD USD, as we mentioned in our pre-London session live, it's also coming down. CAD CHF, JPY. Euro AUD is a bull market. Do you see that on Euro AUD from this daily support, the market rejected to the upside? Okay, if we look at the bigger picture from the weekly, we can see that Euro AUD, after breaking this weekly low, had a bounce. I think that now, because it has crossed the weekly low, you know, now it might try to go up and test the weekly high. So there is a possibility for upside now on Euro AUD. Now from 4 hour, you can see after this drop has come to this significant support. It just crossed that low, and then we saw that Euro AUD had a bounce. I think now the market may continue to rise to the upside on Euro AUD. We could see next candle coming down a little bit for a pullback, and it might form this inverted head and shoulder, and then could continue to rise to the upside on Euro AUD. So yeah, there is a probability for Euro AUD to move up after breaking this, you know, might form a, you know, a doji or a long wick candle here. We could see this potential inverted head and shoulder, and then we could see that movement to the upside on Euro AUD. Looking at Euro CAD also looks bullish, including the Usdjpy. I think Euro NZD also well below this level. GBP AUD the similar way. Looking at GBP JPY. Okay, now GBP JPY, if I look at this price action, let me see, it is a bullish market. For the first time we saw the price has crossed the daily, there is a daily doji, the price has crossed that low. That's a very high probability that GJ may move to the upside. Let me see, GBP JPY has come to a very important milestone from the 1 hour as well. We see that the market is forming this pattern, and from 4 hour on GBP JPY, what we see that you see this is a very long-term bullish market, guys. There is a previous 15 minutes, which is a liquidity gap here. So we could see that GBP JPY, because it has come to this important level of support, we could see that GBP JPY is to the upside. Okay, let me see, I'll come back to it again. GBP NZD, So what we can see on GBP and ZD, there is a probability for upside on GBP and ZD. So GBP pairs looking to me that getting stronger. Okay, so I will be opening a swing trade on GBP and ZD, buy trade, keeping a stop loss below this low, TP target 1 to 1.8. Now keep in mind guys, this is a very volatile pair. Like if your brokerage have a high swap, then I do not recommend to do it. And also keep in mind everything here is only for educational purpose. So I only recommend to open any position in your demo account just for educational purpose on GBP and ZD as a swing position. I'll explain later why I'm opening this trade. And also I'll be sending the same position, sharing with our VIP member who are trading with us. Like all the trade that I open, I also share. I'll take this one to 3 to 1. It's a swing trade. We'll hold the trade for bigger TP target. So once you will see the market has given us this enough profit, we will be closing the position with partial profit. So this is 3 to 1. So we have basically on this one around 6 to 3 pip stop loss because it's a swing trade. I'll explain later why I have opened this position. So GBP and ZD, I will be explaining later why I have opened this position. So the way I will be managing the trade, and also I'll be posting, if you're on the VIP, I will be posting the update for this. If the price reach around this swing high, which will give me around 1.5 risk to reward, then I will be closing with like I will be moving the stop loss here, will take 50% profit, and then we'll be closing with keep running the next position. So GBP and ZD, we opened that. Let me see in the meantime how gold is doing. We saw that there is a bullish price action on gold, and with this let me see how it has done here. Okay, so it's forming that bullish pattern that we discussed on the 1 hour. The market, this 1 hour candle has gathered huge liquidity. From 15 minutes we see this candle also closing as a massive bull candle. Okay, let me see how we can find an opportunity. The way it has formed the structure here on gold, I will be explaining later the GBP and ZD. Let me see the gold here. this is the gold 15 minutes, which is very strongly bullish. If we look at the 1 hour, that's where we see that movement. Okay, it gathered a lot of liquidity on gold, and with this 15 minutes the price has completely broken to the upside. Let me see. So finally gold gathered liquidity to break the daily high. I think that we might see now a break of this daily resistance line. That's what we're discussing about. Okay, any kind of strong liquidity gap in this movement, then we'll be looking for entry on gold. In the meantime, let me see the GBP and ZD. So GBP and ZD, it's a swing trade. Now the reason I have opened this position, first of all, I do have a strategy that I trade. As I mentioned, I trade both scalping as well as swing trades, both of them. Especially gold, I trade on the lower time frame, this kind of instrument on the higher time frame, such as on the 4 hour and 1 hour. Now GBP and ZD, the reason I have opened this position, as I mentioned, I could be wrong, it could come back down. It's locally downtrend, but it has come to a very important level of support where we see the price gathered liquidity. Now as the candle closing in 14 minutes, there is a very high chance for GBP and ZD to move back to the long-term resistance line. Now if you look at the multi-time frame perspective on GBP and ZD, you can see this is the monthly price action, and from the monthly, this is a long-term bull market. Now in a long-term bullish market, if you look at this monthly doji, now we see the price has tested almost exactly the 50% of this monthly doji. Normally 50% is where the imbalance, you'll see majority of the time it does, and from that point on it's getting rejected on the lower time frame, means that we could see that the price is testing the higher long wick, higher part of this long wick. So this is the monthly resistance zone. Now if we look at the weekly, we see the same thing, doji, and we can expect now the price to test the higher part of this long wick. Now from the daily, if we look at that, we saw that there is a unusual drop sharp to the support level below the 20 EMA price, and now we can expect a movement to the upside from the daily. Now from 4 hour, this is where we saw that the market gathered liquidity multiple times from a significant level of support. Here is the long rejection. Here in the past it violated this level, and then we saw this rejection has come back down here again. So we see that with this rejection, the price, this current candle, after the previous candle's middleman, this one also crossed this low and then rejected. Now there is a very high probability. There's a word probability, keep in mind guys. Nothing is guaranteed in trading, anything can happen, but we make money in trading by from the probability, remaining profitable from the perspective of probability. It's very, very important that you understand how trading works. So looking at that, there is a probability to move up as GBP looks getting suddenly a bit stronger. So we'll keep that running. Let me know in the live chat how you are doing. I'll be looking at gold again. Before that, let me see. Thank you very much. Gold is grabbing liquidity. Yeah, that's what's happening. It's grabbing liquidity from both sides. Thank you very much, Mark. Waiting FOMC. Not had any. Okay, so notification. Okay, so probably on the Telegram channel, the live notification was not given, right? That you are saying. Okay, let me give it now. I think that was missed. Let me see. Probably you haven't seen the notification on the not given on the Telegram. Let me put it back now. Yeah, that notification, let me put it. So I have given now the notification on the Telegram channel. I hope that you will see now. Thank you very much for mentioning that. So oil, yeah, we'll be looking at that oil now. Let me see. WTI, gold, yeah, gold is very sometime, you know, just will go up and down, and you'll see that it normally gold, okay, can you, sometime it will not give you any direction, okay, especially gold like that. And now finally, you know, after coming to this support level at a bounce, let me see the 1 hour. Now I think finally it's preparing for a bullish move, okay, it's preparing for a bullish move. Let me see the 5 minutes. It's very important that we see that price action that we are looking at. You see now again trying to break to the downside, okay. We'll be looking at how the price evolve. So you know, the liquidity will tell you which way the market might be heading, because the price ultimately moves where it has the highest amount of liquidity. As you know that the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, okay. So let's say you see this massive fake move after grabbing this has gone up. Now if it is a fake move here as well and drop, which is less likely to happen, but that will be that market, I see that it has crossed this doji. Especially, you know, the FOMC coming, gold is really a very important pair now. Let me see. Look at this one. So this is what we open with the Okay, so see this 15 minutes candle on gold. There is a inverted hammer and then immediate rejection. Okay, after this candle close on the 5 minutes, if we see that the market penetrated this low and then has bounced to the upside, we can look for entry opportunity. Okay, it's now retesting this level, this support, this resistance is support, and you can see on the 15 minutes is forming a doji, a narrower candle. Okay, which is in fact bullish price action. So gold to me is maintaining that bullish. The reason it's gathering so much liquidity is because if you look at the daily, it's approaching a very important daily resistance zone, which is for the price is difficult to break, but ultimately it's gonna do that. As we see daily 20 EMA coming up, we might see that break, break of this resistance, penetration, going up and then coming back down. Okay, after it's breaking the daily 20 EMA, we could see strong break to the upside, and then you'll see that coming back down again, and when it will ready to take off, we can look for buying opportunity. Okay, so in the meantime, let's look at WTI. Now WTI, okay, so WTI we had we open a position buy, and if you look at WTI now, why did I open this buy position? I also posted analysis on YouTube and everywhere when I was opening this position. And if you look at the daily, what I see the WTI guys, there is a gap opening on the daily. It's very important that today there is an open meeting, and we can see that from bigger picture, from monthly on US oil, there is a previous months, this is also there is a pressure from selling here, but as we saw that the monthly open after a little pullback, there is a bounce to the upside on WTI. Now with that bounce, if we look at the weekly, we can see that there is weekly doji. Now this week so far, after coming to the support level, WTI had a bounce again. Now looking at the daily, again we see gap opening, series of higher low, and also we see that there is an inverted head and shoulder and potential resistance breakout on WTI. Now from the 4 hour, what I see that there is a strong liquidity trigger here and then had a bounce to the upside. This is what I have opened this position. I'm expecting US oil to move to the upside to go to the resistance. It's a big risk to reward, almost 3 to 1 reward to risk ratio trade. Now the same trade also sent out to VIPs as well in Forex Trading Wizard Academy who are trading with us. If you want to trade with us also to see all the trade that I'm trading and receive all the alerts that I'm trading and also be part of the trading community, I will invite you to join us. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. So this is how I normally post most of the swing trade on majority of the pair. So this is a WTI trade that I have posted with entry, stop loss and take profit target, and I'm expecting it to break to the upside. And also I do have a strategy that I explain when I open position. If you also learn the strategy, you can learn it. If you are our lifetime member, you should find it in your student dashboard. We see that there is a, let me see, on gold there is a movement to the upside. We'll go back to the WTI. Let me see. Okay, so this candle closed on 15 minutes. Let's see on the 5 minutes. Okay, so if we look at the, you see this 15 minutes has closed above this level. So now the most important part here, gold is very volatile, so we'll keep that watching, all right, to see the GBP and ZD. See this from 4 hour it formed as a doji. It didn't close as expected, a strong bullish candle, but it's bullish. I was expecting it to close as a bit more long bullish candle. So still high probability for movement to the upside. Okay, we'll keep that on. So going back to WTI now, WTI as it grab liquidity from this support level, we can expect it to break. Now this is a very important level of resistance. If WTI managed to break this high, as this pair is, this instrument is very volatile because of the OPEC meeting, we might see a very strong movement. If it happens, then we will see that. Okay, so let me see, going back to gold again. Okay, all right, so you see that gold on the 5 minutes again. I want to see a penetration and a rejection. GBP and ZD, it's not doing that what I expected. No problems, we have a big room. There is a very high probability for this price to go up at least to daily 20 EMA. So we have a room, anytime we can modify the trade if needed. If we see not going in the direction after going up, we can modify the position if needed. I still think that there is a probability at least it will go to test this swing high. This is the very important swing low turning resistance. Now you can see this 1 hour perspective, the price grab liquidity, so it is trying to fall back to that level, and then we might see that movement again to the upside. Okay, now okay, so looking at going back to gold again, okay, so there's a 4 hour candle close. Let me see all of the pairs how they have done. I'll just keep looking all of them to see. So GBP GBP pairs did not respond the way it was aggressively moving. So this doji on the 4 hour, it opened, it created aggressive move, but finally it retreated back. So but it's still there is a probability to move up. At least we can expect it to go to the daily 4 hour 20 EMA. So on GBP and ZD, what I'm going to do now is I will move my TP target a bit closer, because the bulls didn't respond very aggressively. There is still high probability for going up, okay, as there is a daily 20 EMA here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will be moving the TP target. Let me see. Okay, I'll keep you updated before I finish the live. Let me see how the price evolving in that area. Just let it go to the profit zone. We should be able to see movement to the upside. Once you see that, then we'll look for modification. Okay, gold. Let's see. So from 5 minutes, the price trying to break to the downside. Okay, so it's gathering liquidity again. Okay, so we saw that there is a this is a very as I mentioned, this tested this support, the resistance and support. Now it is very crucial to see how the price will be reacting to this level. Right, we'll be discussing that. Okay, going back. Okay, so US oil, as expected, it's for me, it's preparing for a breakout. Now you know that oil sometimes become very volatile as with the OPEC meeting. That's why I have opened this position. Now if it blows to the upside, it should give us the 3 times profit on this trade. Now this is how trading is, guys. As you know that when you know, when the trade going in our direction, this is how I do. I take the bigger profit so that, you know, if any trade didn't work out, will give me all, you know, all the things that I need. Now oil, this is a very good trade to me. I'll hold the position for the full profit target. I do have a strategy that I trade this kind of an instrument. If you want to learn that and also trade, you know, receive all the trade that I am trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can join us. There is a link in the description. You can see this is the US oil trade that I have posted to VIPs with entry, stop loss and take profit target 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade. Let me know in the live chat if you have any question. In the website there is a live agent available. If you want to see how I'm trading all of them, then I will invite you to join us. This is the best decision you will ever take, that I would say, that, you know, investing on your education. Now this is the website. If you click the link on the first link in the description or at the top of the live chat, then click here to join or click join now button. You will be able to join us to access everything that we have. I think that WTI is going in the direction. I'll hold the position. That could give a very strong movement. Let's see how it goes. Let me know in the live chat how many of you are trading US oil today. Okay, so gold has bounced, okay, as expected from that place, as I mentioned, after gathering liquidity. Yeah, that's what it is happened. As I mentioned, after this it had a bounce to the upside. Okay, that's what happened. As I mentioned, it's gathering liquidity to break the daily resistance. Now it will go to the daily 20 EMA. Give a big thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel. As you can see, this is how we trade. If you want to know more about our trading strategies and everything, don't hesitate to check out everything. And also let me see. Okay, so okay, so you see this gold has broken to the upside. Okay, so oil has opened with a gap, and I think that US oil now is trending to the upside. Okay, we are on the trade. I will be holding the trade. I think you see this 15 minutes, that's 5 minutes, that's a gap opening. Lower time frame bullish trend coming up. I think we will see that gold is today getting very volatile, and we are on the right side. I'm expecting to push. So gold also had a bounce on the 15 minutes time frame. It has gone to the upside, back to back two bullish candle. So let me see how we can look at gold, where we can expect from the daily. I think gold, if it moved to that level, let me see if we can have something better on gold. Let me see, I'm not going yet, I'm just seeing the risk reward and everything. Okay, so there is a probability for gold to be trending to the upside. See, I might go long. Let me see. Very tight. We'll be going long on gold. Going long on gold. Stop loss below this low. TP target up to here. First TP, and then we can add another TP later if it is going in the direction. Gold. Sometimes it becomes very subtle. Okay, so gold, as soon as I open it, started to move in that massive move in the direction. So I think that if you look at the daily, it's just touched the daily 20 EMA. There should have a bounce to the upside, and then we might see this retreating back. So there could be, as I mentioned, this is a bounce. So that bounce, I'm expecting it to go up, and as it just has crossed the 20 EMA, we might see that aggressive move, and it could lead that price to this, at least to this level, or even we could see that penetration to the upside to the liquidity zone. Okay, there is a very high probability now for gold to bounce to the upside. All right, so now it's approaching the daily 20 EMA. Just 15 minutes, there are two. You see there is a very strong liquidity candle here, and okay, so WTI had a bounce. It's a very strongly bull market. But you see that WTI is going up, and we will hold that position as well. Let me see this one. This one also, as it just crossed the daily 20 MA. There should have a bounce to the upside, which is moving in that direction. Hope that guys you're enjoying. Give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to know the strategy that I am trading, gold, US oil, euro dollar, and Gbpusd and all the instrument, you can join us. There's a link in the description area. There's a link at the top of the chat, and any trade that I open, I shared with VIPs all trades, including gold, this trade as well as the VIP trade. So you can join us, link in the description, guys. Don't hesitate to ask any question in the live chat. Agent available on the website outlet if you have any questions. So the price on the daily 20 EMA. Okay, we see that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be I'm in profit on gold. I'll hold that position. Let's see how it goes. In the meantime, guys, also if you are looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. So if you want to trade with a regulated broker, then our recommended broker is EverTrade. There is a link in the description area for EverTrade. You can check out the link, click the link and register for free, and then start trading with a regulated broker. Okay, I'll give a link of the broker to you guys so that you can have handy. Let me see, I didn't open this one here. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So I always recommend you to trade with a regulated broker. I can give you a link on the live chat. So I have given a link in the live chat. You can click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker so that your capital is in the safe hand. Use the code WIZARD. If you're in an eligible country, you can get 20% bonus using that code. So click the link and then start trading with a regulated broker. For those who already registered, I would recommend you to start trading with even a smaller account. Is always better in the beginning. So gold, I'm expecting it to give me the full TP on this one, or even breaking this high. Even you can hold the position. It's up to you how you manage your trading. I cannot advise what to do with your trading account. I'm just sharing my own experience, how I'm trading with the like-minded people. So let's see. We see that movement going in the direction gold in profit. So yeah, I'm running in good profit on that. Let me know how you're doing, guys. Thank you for being here. So this is the fourth trade today on gold in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is the live trade. We do have 3 trades earlier. I think 2 was break even, 1 was closed with partial profit. This is the 4th one, which is going in the profit zone. Let's see how it does. Dr. Nisa, along with Forex Factor, any suggestion on the following the news media so that I would get more accurate information about look, Forex Factory. I look at Forex Factory for news calendar, not the news interpretation, but for the news calendar, like when the news is being released. And Forex Factory is very reliable for me. I would say that that should be okay. Not blindly. I will not be selling blindly. If it hit the high, if I see that the market is giving that potential price action for potential selling, only in that case I will be selling. Otherwise I'll keep that on. Gbpusd didn't do what we expected. We might see that one coming down again, but I'm expecting it to move to the upside. Then we will be looking at that. Okay, so WTI moving exactly in the direction. Will hold the trade for full TP target on this one. I think that we might see very aggressive move on US oil. Anyone running the US oil trade, let me know in the live chat, guys. Okay, gold going in the direction. Let me see. Okay, so gold in a daily 20 EMA zone. We might see some kind of, because it had a bounce, it has a breakout, we might see, so I'm expecting it to go up, break the high, create a long wick candle. And in that move I'm expecting it to break the high and then to move to move to the upside to create a long wick candle. As NFP coming up, we could see that gold is breaking high. See, this is a resistance. This is where we have set our TP target. So I want to move the TP target little bit down, is because there is a resistance. I want to move it to 1937.26. First of all, let me see. I want to see that this one here forming bullish structure. Okay, it's important that it's forming a bullish structure. Okay, so WTI moving, WTI trade on, full amount holding. Very good, Gilberto, thank you very much. Keep in mind, guys, always open in the demo. Thanks, coach, on profit on gold. Thank you very much. SB still holding all trade. Very good, thank you. That's a good job. Yeah, this is how learning is very important. Keep focus on growing and learning. It's the main goal of trading. So from 15 minutes we see that there is a on gold there's a long wick candle, right? So why this rejection? So if you look at gold, where we can expect it to move, as gold on the daily, it's just on the daily 20 EMA. So Okay, so there is a because it has broken to the upside. So 5 minutes candle has a so let's look at the 15 minutes on gold. There's a long wick candle. It's below the daily 20 EMA. Might take liquidity from the support again. Come on, it might take liquidity again. So if you look at the 1 hour, it's almost on the opening and closing. Just cross the 20 EMA from 5 minutes. Such a long wick candle on the 1 hour. So we'll see how it does. Might grab liquidity again. And if this is a form of manipulation again. Let's see. Okay, it's had a very strong rejection, so we might see that the price again gathering liquidity from the support level. Still on a trade. It's gone up, will be above. Okay, so still on a trade. Let me see. might need to start testing the daily 20 EMA. This has come down below. Okay, so we are almost out of the trade. Okay, so we didn't close partially. We are out of the trade. Okay, so we'll keep that observation. Let's see, after testing the daily 20 EMA, the price had a strong rejection. With this rejection, the price has come down to the support level again. Let me see what it is trying to do. In the meantime, US oil. Okay, so it's still, this one is on. Gbp and ZD, we see that bullish move. Okay, so we'll keep that on. Let me see in the meantime if we can find another entry. It just has another rejection. So after the testing the daily 20 EMA, it had a bounce. Okay, this is a massive rejection from the top. Okay, so let's keep that on. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Gilberto. Thanks for that. I'm in profit. Awesome. Way more interesting than gold. Yeah, that's what I see. You can see gold now bouncing to the upside. Gather liquidity another time. Time frame, I do trade on gold 5 minutes and 15 minutes in both time frame. Thank you very much. FOMC, it might impact, but let's see. So you see that, you know, there's another liquidity gap here. Okay, on the 15 minutes, it crossed this low. Okay, after multiple times, it crossed the low. It's broken all this low, and then let me see what it is trying to do. It might enter. We can enter again. Not at all. Hashul, how can you say that? Thank you very much, Geoffrey. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see how it is going to do. Okay, so WTI, we can see that move possible to the upside. Okay, so WTI, as there was a news has come out today. I think the WTI, a very high probability that we could see, because there was an inverted head and shoulder in that area. Okay, so with this inverted head and shoulder, the price has broken to the upside, and we can expect the price to move in the direction. Highly likely we could see that the market is moving in that direction. So see how it does. In the meantime, we can look at gold again. Okay, so there has been very long rejection from the top with this daily 20 EMA retest. Now we might see that the market coming down for liquidity at the top. Okay, so this is a complete fake move to the upside. So looking at let me see what others are doing. Dollar CAD. Let's see, guys. Let me see the okay, Nasdaq coming to the support level had a bounce. So you see that US30 and Nasdaq getting very strongly bullish. Right, if we look at the US30, especially Nasdaq, we can see that after breaking this to this support level from the daily, if we look at, I think that Nasdaq preparing for potential break to the upside on Nasdaq. If you look at bigger picture from the monthly, this is the previous monthly candle on Nasdaq, which is a bullish candle. There is a long wick at the top, and with this monthly candle with this healthy body, I think that Nasdaq highly likely will see the market will break to the upside and will create a new higher high. If we look at the weekly candle is also a bullish engulfer on Nasdaq, and if we look at this daily, we can see that from the daily perspective as well, the price after coming to this level had a bounce, and from 4-hour we can see that Nasdaq also there was a consolidation and then drop. In our previous analysis also, this is what I mentioned, that as Nasdaq has formed this inverted head and shoulder, okay, you can see that break to the upside, retest. Now we could see that Nasdaq is trending to the upside. So very highly likely that we could see Nasdaq moving to the upside to create a new higher high. So we could see Nasdaq is moving in the direction to the upside as expected from the daily, as the price already has come down, tested this level, grab liquidity. We can expect it to now trend to the upside. So let's see how it does. We'll keep that up. Okay, so Okay, so looking at gold again, we see that after testing the daily 20 EMA, instead of breaking up further, it's coming well below. There is a significant break to the downside on gold now. Okay, so after testing the daily 20 EMA, it reversed. Okay, it reversed to the downside. Let me delete all of them. If you look at the weekly, and okay, we saw that the market just crossed the weekly high. You see that it has crossed the weekly high. If you look at the monthly, you can see that also after crossing the monthly high, it has a rejection to the downside. Very good, Tanbin, very good job. So you see that from that level, the market had a rejection. Okay, very sharp move, and then around from this 50% level, the market has had a rejection. So what we see that now on for testing the daily 20 EMA, let's just come down to this support level. Now if we look at the weekly, you saw the crossover from the weekly high had a rejection. So to see the potential next movement, we just need to observe a little bit the price action. Right guys, so looking at the dollar yen. Okay, so we'll be looking at now dollar yen and other instrument. Let's see, and then we'll go back there again. Just want to see as gold is coming down, Aussie yen might be also coming back down. Now if we look at the daily Aussie yen, okay, so looking at Aussie yen and GBP yeah, we'll be looking at that. So if we look at the weekly, let me see the GJ and almost similar way. Okay, so GBP as of with GBP pairs. Now there is a doji on GBP. Now with this doji formation, the previous session we saw there is a choppiness here, and I think that GJ, if you look at the daily, that long-term perspective, this market was trending for a very long period of time, GBPJPY. Now with this long-term uptrend, what we saw that GJ has broken the daily low, created an overextended, and also it gathered liquidity from the top. I think GBPJPY might slowly either go in a sideways or may come down, because this market, if you look at the weekly, quite a few weeks of very slow movement. I normally this week I didn't open any trade on GBPJPY. We had, but not many, because this is a very choppy. You can see, I think first day we had one, but this is a very choppy market, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, it's completely sideways. So we could see that GBPJPY slowly coming down and creating a very overextended towards the downside before moving to the upside. It's sometimes, especially GBPJPY, sometimes become very choppy, and when it gets that, then only need to wait for an entry with the proper structure. So for me, I think it's in a sideways, not going in the direction anywhere. It's just in a sideways, but long-term price action is bullish. So we could see, when the trend get tires, it's normally moving a sideways, and might be it's breaking down, grabbing liquidity, and then trending to the upside. So let me see the Aussie yen. We saw that Aussie yen also long-term bull market, but now slowly this one also coming towards downside. Okay, so we can see that if you look at the weekly here on Aussie yen, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is the weekly move on Aussie yen. Strong movement, correction. I think we could see further drop. As you can see, there is a strong rejection, correction. We can expect another drop on Aussie yen. And from 4 hour, we can see that this is a local channel has broken down. We could see this one also either sideways or coming down further. Right, let me see, 1934. Okay, very good. Then it's 1920 is a demand zone. Okay, so there is a lot of analysis on gold. Let me see now. See from the 1 hour. So gold basically from testing the daily 20 EMA had a rejection, right? So it's a very high area of value. I was expecting it to explode first to the upside and then to come back down, but just crossing the daily 20 EMA, it had a bounce. Okay, so that means we might see the price again going to test that level again. At this point, became very unpredictable which way it's heading. I think we better to wait a little bit to see how the market is heading. Okay, 1920 is a demand zone. Look, there is a very sharp rejection from the top, and we need to see a little bit how it is doing. Right, I think, let me see with the WTI. Okay, so WTI, still there is a probability for moving to the upside. Okay, so looking at NASDAQ, looks like that NASDAQ is potentially bullish, WTI bullish. Let me see what I think that how the market is doing here now. Okay, dollar CAD, as NFP coming up, dollar CAD getting very volatile, as you know that. So if you look at the daily, on dollar CAD, so from 4 hour we saw the dollar CAD has a, this is a significant movement on USD CAD, and then was very long consolidation here, has broken to the upside, and then we saw the market tested this resistance here, resistance here, resistance here as a support, and from that level there is a rejection to the upside on dollar CAD. Now it's just test of this resistance here, resistance here, resistance here as a support, and from that level we saw that the market formed this long wick candle. And what I think that it's still 3 hours to go for this candle. I think the dollar CAD, if this one is forming this long wick candle, slowly you could see the market is turning to a bullish market. All right, so dollar CAD, and there's a very high probability for this price to to be bullish. For, as you can see on the weekly, it's forming bullish. On the monthly, it's a long-term bull market, and we could see that from the daily as well, the price slowly forming this inverted head and shoulder, and then going to the upside USD CAD. Right, guys, so yep, in the meantime, guys, if you are looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. You can use EverTrade, link in the description, and also I can give you a link in the live chat. So if you, and I always recommend to trade with a regulated broker. So I've given also a link in the live chat. You can click the link and then register for free and start trading with a regulated broker. You can start with a very small capital that you have. Thank you very much. Okay, so right, guys, with this said, let me see that gold. Okay, it might move up again. Let me see. Okay, so with this price was respecting the support level, so it grabbed liquidity here, manipulation here has gone up again, there's a manipulation here, so it might go back to the resistance again, to the daily 20 EMA. I think could see that gold again heading to daily 20 EMA again to retest that zone, or we could see it's trending. Okay, there are two probable scenario now, making it as a reversal. This is a complete liquidity gap, and then we could see that trending, depends on how it does. Okay, so we see that most of the pairs that we have covered, Okay, so let me see. With the GBP NZD, we saw again GBP NZD had a bounce. All right, so GBP NZD, I think GBP NZD might move now the way I expected after this long week candle. It tested this level, now pushing high. Okay, so GBP NZD, I will hold that. It's a 3-2-1. This is this. If it moves to the upside, we should be able to see that movement on GBP NZD. And leaving that GBP NZD on. Let me see WTI. So US oil, if you look at the daily, still for me a probability. This is the daily candle closed as a long week, and for me it's still probability to trend to the upside. Okay, US oil. All right guys, so hope that you enjoyed this live session. I'm sure that you guys enjoyed this, and give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. I'll be coming on live again tomorrow twice in this pre-London session and in London and New York session time. Let me know in the live chat any question that you have. So before I wrap up this session, let me see how it does. Okay, so I'll keep still observing the price action to see now from 15 minutes perspective. Gold, you see the price is now trying to gather liquidity on the lower time frame. We could see further drop now, or we could see the market again. I think we might see downside now because it just rejected strongly from the top, and we could see if you look at the 5 minutes or 15 minutes, I think there you can see this is a very sharp rejection, and we might see that trending to the downside. Let me see. I'll keep you updated as NFP coming up. There is a lot of opportunity will be arising tomorrow and after tomorrow. So yeah, we'll keep trading. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow twice in this live session. See how we will go from there. Thank you, and I'll see you.